Chapter 1. Mom, I have to run a 5K for the radio station this weekend. I continue to sit on my bed and read the current novel that I just could not put down. Mama, you're not listening to me. You never listen to anything I say. I was on a heart-pounding scene, and this little girl just would not leave me alone. God, do I really have to acknowledge that she is talking to me? I try successfully to guide my eyes from the mesmerizing black ink in front of me to acknowledge that I have a life, husband, kids outside of my literature fantasy fix. God, Tashay, can I have a fucking minute to myself? All I ask for is some me time. What were you saying? Everyone in the house knows that I need at least 40 minutes to unwind when I get off of work in the evenings. If you trespass on my me time, watch out, because you will release the beast. So I'm sitting on my bed, glaring at my oldest child, wondering what unrealistic demands she has this time. Tashay suffers from a warped sense of reality. I actually blame this on the explosion of reality shows that bombard our television these days. She's 17, and at that age, you would think she would know better. I actually think about committing her to the local loony farm for dementia and warped reality syndrome. This child watches My Sweet 16 on MTV and turns to her father and I and say, I would like a Benz for my birthday. Really, motherfucker? So would I. She is planning on going to the prom this year, and she brings a book to me and points out a dress that costs $598. When I graced the prom with my presents way back in 1993, my dress cost like $60. That's a $538 price difference. This shit is killing me. Will it be wrong for me to ground her on purpose that weekend? I can envision the grounding scenario as I write this. I told your ass to pick up that paper from the floor this morning, and it's still there. I'm tired of this shit, Tashay. What paper? Don't act stupid with me. That piece of paper on the floor, right there. Mom, I don't see any paper. What paper? I quickly glance around the room and point out the first thing I see. Right there, Tashay. You're grounded, Missy. No prom for you. I can walk off triumphantly and silently high-five all the mothers out there. That's right. I'm sticking it to the man for inflation, and I'm sticking it to my daughter for unrealistic demands on my pocketbook. I would never do that, though. She will be attending the prom this year, but not in a dress that costs more than my car payment. Fuck that. I'm putting my foot down. My budget is $150 and not a penny more. So if this dress rings up with tax to $150.01, her ass will not be going to the prom in that particular dress. Jesus himself can float his ass down here and spare a golden penny. And I still will not get her that dress. Parents, you have to set limits. And my limit is $150, not a penny more. Sorry, Jesus. The list goes on and on with more outlandish requests. She honestly tries to guilt-trip me into buying her friends birthday gifts and tells me, we have money. My response to that little saying is, no, motherfucker, we don't have money. I have money, and that shit is spoken for by Mr. KCP&L and Mr. MGE. She is so out of touch with reality that she asks, who is Mr. MGE? Should I entertain this stupid-ass question, or do I ignore her? I decided to ignore her and perform my favorite pastime activity, which is silently calculating how many more years she has left under my roof. I can see the light.